Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. Today we've got the first ever mid-season balancing of 2023 for Rainbow Six Siege. So let's have a look at these designer notes, and this should be showing up, I think, on the test server first. Yep, it's going to go up on the test server, and I assume it'll be there for a week or two before it hits the live servers. We'll begin by looking at the balancing graph. So this is curious. We got Yana here absolutely taking off, followed up by Ash, Ace, Twitch, and Sledge. Looking at the balanced operators, we've got Lion doing very well. We've got Flores, we've got Dokkaebi IQ, looks like Thermite maybe behind there. Osa, she's doing real good actually. Then we've got Hibana and Buck down here. So they're kind of nice balanced operators. And then for weak operators, we've got Sens and Grim, who are unfortunately doing really bad. Considering they're brand new operators, they're doing terrible. Then we got Monty, and we got Zero, and we've also got Blitz. Then for the defender graph, we've got Jaeger, who isn't really at any kind of crazy number. That's quite decent. We've got Alibi, and then we actually start to get into the balanced operators, and this is looking incredibly tight in here. Where the heck is Clash, I'm wondering? Because I would not expect her to be anywhere near the middle. Can't make her out in here. Obviously, we've got Chanka down here, Castle here, but this is looking unusually decent. We got Frost here. Look at all like these ones in the middle are amazing. Look at that. We got Amaru, we got Legion, we've got Warden, Thunderbird, Doc, Lucy, all doing great. Even Thorn there too. That's impressive. That looks too good. I'm not gonna buy it. Oh yeah, I found Clash. Oh man, I knew something would be off. I was not expecting Clash to be up here somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense, and that's why I did not see her. I was looking in this area. Oh my god. Right, there's Clash. Otherwise, though, amazing, actually. And no one like crazy up here. That's quite something. Going down, we've got operator bans. So people are banning Thatcher, Jackal, then no ban, then Nuke, Monty, Osa, and then it really tails off for the rest of the operators. Nothing too surprising there. And then for defenders, it's Mira, Valkyrie, Kaid, and then Capcan with no ban after that. And Capcan's really pushed his way up here. He's been doing some work. People just don't seem to be liking going up against his traps, I guess. But that takes us right into the operator balance, and let's see what the developers have decided to do to operators to help them or nerf them. So we've got Grim here. He is being given the 1.5 and the 2.x on the commando. I don't know if this is actually going to solve his problem. I think his gadget needs a tweak, like maybe make it proximity based or something, but this will certainly help. I just don't know if it's going to do enough. We'll see. So this could well be an impactful change that makes him much more deadly. I'm not convinced this is going to be enough at this moment in time. Moving on from that, we've got Twitch, who is actually getting a buff and a nerf. So she's going to get an additional drone, and this is a normal drone. So she only has one normal drone right now. She's going to get an additional one, and then she also has her two, gadget-based drones, or Twitch drones. And then they're removing the vertical grip from the F2. Now, we played ranked this season on console, and I have noticed everybody is running Twitch with the F2. There's like literally every single round there is a Twitch running around. So she seems to be getting picked quite a lot. I wonder if just removing the vertical grip is going to make much of a difference to her. So we'll see. Then we've got the extended barrel. This is probably the biggest and interesting change here. They're going to actually make it so this increases the damage of your weapon by 15%. We've not had anything like that for a weapon attachment before. So this used to, because I'm assuming the rest of the kind of bonuses that this used to have are gone, and it's been replaced with this 15% damage increase. So we've never had a weapon attachment that just gives you a flat damage boost. We'll have to test that and see how that plays out in the test server. But yeah, we're going to have the extended barrel now increase damage by 15%. And obviously not every operator has this attachment available to them, but I could see this suddenly becoming a viable weapon attachment. So yeah, very, very interested about that. Then we've got a change to hip fire. So this is kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to affect much at all, but let's go through it. So we've got a spread increase for these weapons, and there's a range of stuff in here. We've got rifles like the AK-12, the ARX-200, and Zero's assault rifle in here too. We've also got some LMGs, we've got some DMRs, and these are getting a spread increase. They're also going to be reducing the spread on the P10C, which is Warden and Clash's pistol. Really odd, and because it's the only pistol getting a spread reduction. I wonder why, because it's not exactly, like, spread reduction is not useful on Warden and Clash on a pistol. So why are they doing that? I wonder if this is something for the future. There is also the P10 Ronnie as well, but this is just the pistol they're talking about. Then we've also got a burst growth increase. So this is for some other weapons and a few from up here. So we've got the AUGs in here, we've got the POF9, we have the AR-15, we've got the MK14. So a few that are actually in the spread increase and also going to be in the burst growth down here too. But we also have a burst growth reduction as well for the DMR for Buck. And you can see that it's also getting the spread increase up here. So it's getting a nerf and a buff. But the MK14, for instance, is getting a nerf all around when it comes to the hip fire. I don't know if this is going to be much of a difference. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think. If you're firing these weapons off with hip fire much, then I don't assume this is going to have much of an impact. Going down from that, we've got the Para. This is Capital's weapon, getting a damage reduction to 47 from 48, so 1 point of damage. So this is not much of a change. And apparently the reason for this change is the inclusion of the new extended barrel with that damage increase, because it would have killed people extraordinarily fast with its old damage. So they're pulling it down just by that 1 point to make sure that 15% increase doesn't make it into an absolute crazy killer of a gun. So that's the change, and that's why it's just changing by 1. And then we've got the Supernova shotgun. It's going to be increasing in damage to 55 from 48. And this is quite a slow firing shotty, but that's a pretty decent damage. So that's going to be very deadly. And I think on Amaru, it's going to be an absolute killer. And then we've got Frost here with the 9mm C1. This is an extremely good gun, and it has the 1.5x. So they're going to be nerfing it a little bit. And this weapon has changed a lot over the years, with the 1.5 being taken away at points and given at points. And now they're pulling down the damage to 36 from 45. So quite a big damage reduction. You're going to have to use that 1.5 to make sure you hit the head to make enemies die quicker. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot longer to shoot people with Frost's SMG. And then we have Maverick here. He is getting a damage increase too to his weapons. So his DMR and his assault rifle, at least it seems that way, they've got one damage number here, which is 67 from 62. I don't know if both weapons had the same damage, so I'm curious to check this out. And they're going to give the 2.0 Excite to the M4. And they say that Maverick's weapons are both underperforming, and considering they took away the nades in the past, they want to give him a buff. So he's getting an increase in damage for both of his guns, and the 2.0 getting added to M4. So yeah, I think that's pretty decent for Maverick. Nice little change there. Then we move over to the Defender side, where we're going to have Thorn get a little bit of a nerf. And this is surprising because this gun has been insane and brilliant and so much fun since launch. And it has taken them this long to get to a little nerf. They're going to be bringing the damage down from 44 to 36. I think this gun is still going to be absolutely brilliant to play with. And you can also use the extended barrel on the weapon. So this is still going to be an absolute killer, but it is definitely getting a little bit of a nerf there. And then we've got the AUG A2 for 1i and IQ. They're increasing vertical recoil and horizontal recoil as well. And they say that the AUG A2 is one of the aforementioned weapons that benefit greatly from the combination with the suppressor. We want to make this combo more challenging to use because it is quite strong on defense. It should be noted that these adjustments will have slightly different values on PC and consoles. So that's a good thing as well. It looks like they're actually going to be implementing all these changes to PC and consoles rather than having it be like separate updates, which is good too. Yeah, so this will be on the test server, like I say, probably for 1 or 2 weeks. Hopefully they can also fix the blooming servers as well, because I think that's the biggest problem with Siege right now, and that's been But we're halfway through this season and the servers have been going down at least once or twice a day. So that's very bad. And let me know what you think of these changes in the comments below, and if there's any operators you would change other than these to either buff them or nerf them. And if you do jump on the test server, let me know what you think of the new gameplay with especially that new extended barrel. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you next time.